Hey guys, it's Precrush here and welcome to Vyvern News, a weekly show covering the going-ons of Dragon Saga. Coming up, patch notes bring multiple changes and a new event, May's question and answer stream information, Era takes the top of Emporia, and the weekly market watch. The patch notes for the 25th of May marked the end of the skill point quest and brought back EXP food items. Kill monsters for a chance to receive a Have a Picnic box and munch away at your consumables and EXP items. Here's a summary of the rest of the changes. Quality of life improvements allow players to divide stacks as big as they want instead of the old 100 limit, and make the repair all option the default one at the blacksmith. In PvE, star fragment drop rate from the Star Thief was slightly improved, and Dragon Valley together with Edge of the World have been improved to allow for easier ranking in high levels. Other changes include fixes for buff towers in a few locations and a bug in Dragos, as well as consistency changes for the display of Soulcraft and the stats of the best villain set. This week was also a change week for the Big Wheel and Mix board. You can see all of the additions on the screen right now. This and all of the other changes can also be found in the official patch notes down below. Possibly the most said thing in the Q&A was to stay tuned for the Dragon Talk streams, which you of course should do. We did get some information though, most important of which was revealing that attack and defense will use a one-to-one calculation in the future. How this will work out in the end we'll see, but at least such a system seems simple. We were also once again assured regular maintenances would continue while the team worked on Arcadia, and told that elements will remain useful in PvP. Untangling the game's code is going well, and Arcadia's story will be based on the game's story so far. Era took home this week's Emporia after suffering what some would call a surprising loss in the hands of Final last week. In the final, they won Revenger, whose vice, Joe Frazier, I was able to grab a hold of and ask for his view on how things went this week. Empo is every week like rolling dice for us. In Germany it starts at 11 PM on Saturday. That's the time you shouldn't play, you should go party and have fun. That's why we miss a lot of people every week. But last week we got a nice and well balanced team. Sadly we got no enemy at round 1, so it was a free win. The semi-final enemy was Devotion, which Revenger didn't struggle too much with according to Joe Frazier. To beat them wasn't a real problem. We met on one platform and checked quests, killed some of them. Then we started in groups to get our quests done, reached 100 points and won. On the final round their opponent was Era, a guild which he respects highly, saying, "One of the best guilds in my opinion, I know some of them as well, nice guys." Era's superior gear combined with the confusion their fast-paced caused proved to be too much for Revenger in the end. While this confusion they got some quests, and if you get an early lead in Empo, that's it, Joe Fraser said. Remember, these are my personal views on the market based on nothing more than experience and beliefs. Market prices seem to have stopped their climbing, and EM to gold ratios have stabilized around 1 to 10 to 1 to 12 range. This will most likely mark the new standard. Star fragments have not seemed to lower as a result of them being added to the drop from Star Thieves, but perhaps the latest drop rate increase will keep the prices from rising. EX food ingredient prices are expected to fall to around the typical level around events, which is around 6 to 7 gold each for flour for example. And I leave you with the weekend XP rates. Notice the EXP on Monday as well, which is there to honor the Memorial Day in the United States.